I tried recording and I ran into yet another issue with the game capture software. It did not record this game at Minnesota on the 16th, and it was kind of a rough game. I didn't play terrible. There were a lot of like backdoor one-time feeds, and there was a tough bounce off my own defenseman as well that went off the post and then right to Kaprizov. That's beside the point. It was a bad game. We went down 5-1 in that game. I gave up 5 goals, and then I decided to rage quit after the 5th goal. And somehow we came back and we tied it, forced overtime, and lost in a shootout. I kid you not. 6 minutes to play in the game. We're down 5-1. That means we came back and we scored 4 straight goals to tie that. That's ridiculous. And right now we are currently sitting second in the division, right behind the Columbus Blue Jackets. We're chasing these guys. It's within reach, and we got a big game against them on the 23rd against the Jackets at home. That's going to be a big head-to-head matchup as we race ever closer to the end of the regular season. Well, we've got the Winnipeg Jets at home. We're getting ever closer to the end of the regular season. How many starts we have left, I can't tell you. I'd assume probably 5 or 6 starts. That includes this one as well on home ice against the Winnipeg Jets. And we come off a big dub against the Columbus Blue Jackets as well, which gets us ever closer to the division lead. I'm not concerned about division leads right now. I'm mainly concerned just about making the playoffs and trying to start in the playoffs. So while I'm concerned about trying to be the starter in the playoffs, right now we just got to learn oh, that's a trip. Yeah, that is a tripping penalty against, I think, Connor. It was on Slavin, and it is on Connor. And the way the legs went out from underneath Slavin, that's a really, really easy call for any referee to make. And the Hurricanes will begin their first power play of the game relatively early in the game as well. And that could be it right there. Nice try, but kept out by Aiden Hill. He's going to cover this one up. So I mentioned what I was trying to say anyway before the tripping penalty happened. I got it. Don't worry. Oops. Okay, that works out. What I was trying to say before the tripping penalty happened, we're concerned about trying to be the starter in the playoffs. And we're probably going to make the playoffs, but I got to be concerned about just trying to be the starter in regular season games. I'm pretty much relegated to backup duties right now. And the line score, which has a huge influence on whether or not you are the starter on a team, we've got that we got to get that line score way up if we're going to start playoff games. Yes, we did have that really brilliant game against Pittsburgh. We have had signs of utter brilliance this season, but we've also had really, really bad games that have tanked the line score, and it's going to be quite the job just to get the line score back up and in a reasonable place to where Coach Blake can say, okay, I trust this guy to start big playoff games. Look, I don't blame a head coach for not putting me in the starter's crease right now. I have no problem with it. I understand, but I really want that net for the playoffs. Imagine being able to do this series and you're the starting goaltender in the playoffs. 8 shots. The Jets have yet to register a shot on net. Of course, being on the penalty kill will have a phenomenal impact on that, and that will be the end of the power play. Here you go. Instead of playing that to KK, this will be the first shot on net. Oh my God, we get a piece of that one-timer. We were just not quite square to it. Oh, we've taken a penalty now, so both teams going to the box and getting in penalty trouble early. Oh, that was William. Was that William Nylander? Penalty taken by Timo Meier, one of the newest faces in town. Yeah, you may notice something a little bit different about me if you look very closely. And I'm going to give you a brief moment to guess. Guess in the comments section what's different. But if you haven't figured it out, I'm going to spoil it in a second. It has to do with the mask. Yes, I am rocking a different mask. I'm rocking the generic red mask that EA Sports gives us. Something happened in the pad editing, and oh, I got it. Oh my God. Oh wow, what is it? Attacking save. I changed cameras. Can I just explain to the people that happen to be watching this video what's going on? So anyway, when I went to go change the pads back from the Whalers pads that we were rocking because we were wearing that generic red or generic white mask. What a save! Moving across in the butterfly. When I rocked that generic white mask, I went back to change it, and I'm not able to to wear a team mask now, so I just have to wear these generic red masks, which were given to us by EA Sports developers. I don't know if that's a glitch, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to wear a team mask ever again, but it would be nice. It would be nice to just... Ooh, whoa! Oh, that's not a fair rebound. That is not a fair rebound. Yeah, this is a really tough one. Coming out behind the net, we have to face the one-timer from Rust immediately. We do meet that with great success, but the rebound right to Perfetti, we try to push, but it's just there's no reaction time. There's not a fast enough reaction time on the planet to make a save there. My goodness mercy, the Jets put a ton of shots on in a short amount of time. That power play proved to be very successful for them. I felt like overall as a whole, as a goalie, I was pretty successful on that power play for the most part. I know I gave up the goal, but on a rebound like that, is there really any chance to make a save? John Tavares, number 91. Still not used to seeing the face of John Tavares in town on this team. It will take me a while to get comfortable with him being on the squad. I'm happy to have him here, and I hope we can make a cup run. See, Coach Blake's trust, it is not given. It is earned, 1,000%. Dug out of the scrum by Nylander. We make a save. We were retreating into the crease, but we made a save where it counts. Wide to the boards. Bounced off the boards after drawing the defenseman to him. Arvidsson goes right up in my personal space. Val Nichushkin is in. Loose puck move. Drop past the Larkin. Finds his stick successfully. In front of Nichushkin, we try the same play that they worked on us, but not to the same success. The Jets in. Sprong, the only man in, basically. Good D by Timmins. Now KK finding Tatar. Tatar pulling up, trying to draw the defense to him. Loses the puck for a brief moment, and it pinballs and careens back to us. Oh, it got to Tatar. It just did. But we still have to reset in the neutral ice, trying to find the dump in or the break in. Graves has it again. Mikheyev shooting, blocker side save. A second one on KK. Simone around the stick check. Scores, blocker side on me. Felt like I had to make a save on that. I didn't feel like I stood a chance. Graves is just standing still, and I mean literally standing still like a pylon. Stick lift not working. Second try doesn't work. Simone pulls it around on the forehand, and I just can't seem to... I don't know why he pivots himself inward like that, giving up the short side post, but there it is. Dominic Simone makes us pay. And this is now starting to give me shades of that game up in Minnesota, which is not being uploaded because the recording did not save or capture, but this is pretty much how that first period went. They scored 2 goals on 12 shots. The Jets have 2 goals on 12 shots, and they were 2 tough goals up in Minnesota, 2 tough goals here at home against Winnipeg. 2 on 12 shots is not the end of the world. It can still be made up, but I'm going to need a little bit better help defensively in front if we're going to find success. And I know the Jets are going to try to spread this play out right in front of Perfetti. Wow. Just letting Perfetti set up shop right in the slot. Oh, on the backhand. This is such a tricky one. But, oh, my God. Really? It does do that? Wow. This is not going to help us become a starting goaltender in the playoffs should this team make it. And I pretty much feel like this team is going to make it. I got to start coming out aggressive. I'm going to draw the AI in the shots. I have to do... I've given up 3 goals now. We haven't even seen our 15th shot of the game. I have to draw the Jets into some shots here. You just cannot afford too many bad games like this one and like the one we had in Minnesota when you're trying to make up a big deficit in the line score. These are the kind of games that kill my line score. And I'm just, even when I try to draw them in the shots, our defense just steps up. They're too good. This is what we ran into in Minnesota. Our defense just kept stepping up on them. Even though I wanted to see shots off the rush, we were just way too good at shutting down their rush attack. I'm telling you, unless they have a clear-cut backdoor feed, I'm coming way up at the top of my crease like this. No adult beverages for me tonight. Maybe that's a problem. I should have had an adult beverage. I'm curious if I turn up the shot power, will that make the AI shoot it more? No, it's a save on Arvidsson. I'm completely blessed, I guess. Why are we in free skate mode? Why were we in free skate mode? This Jets team loves to roll the puck behind the net. They've got it again in that corner. All right, now come out and meet them at on the angle. Oh, cover that. Yes. God, I'm not letting them get to that loose puck. How simple do we want to make this for ourselves? Because we can make this really difficult. We can make this super difficult. Oh, that's a slash? Yeah, that is a slash. We scored on the delayed call. I guess I'm going to celebrate at the hash marks. Dylan Larkin, he finds number 31 here in Season 3. Where does this go in? There's the slash on the delayed call. Even on the delayed call, Meyer has the wherewithal, after getting smacked on the hand, to get right back to that puck, feed Larkin on the back door. And that's why you bring players like Timo Meyer into the organization. So what have we seen? We have 12 saves, so that's up to 15 shots now for the Jets. Yeah, long way from getting there. All right, let's see if we can draw. Oh, that's me. That's me. That's me. Oh, that's not me. Never mind. Get back in the crease. D-Boss has the latest goal, the first goal for the Hurricanes. We were looking for number 2, right over to another new face, Josh Morrissey. Meyer plays it behind the net with a weak pass, but Nichushkin got there anyway. Timmons a fake on the defenseman, got him to bite. That was an impressive save by Hill on Nichushkin. The backhand looked very difficult to read. Why are the Jets dumping it in? Okay, you know, whatever. Have fun with that, Larkin. I'm like, yeah, man, let me see my theory, and then Simone dumps it in. I want to see if playing aggressive draws them into a shot. There we go. That's what we need more of right there. If I give up a 4th goal at this point, it feels like, I mean, it's one of those tough spots where I got to get 20 shots. We're at 16. I need 4 more by the end of the period. Whoa, that's one way to get it to the point. That is one way to make sure the point man gets it. But the way the Jets have been dumping it in and unable to do anything once they get zone possession, I may not see 4 shots by the time this period ends. Perfetti intercepted by Netchus. Good D, I appreciate it, but I do need the shots, guys. Tie up on the faceoff. We're going to work it to Nichushkin. He just missed. He had net, and he missed it on the glove side. That's it. Oh, my goodness. He did not just get a leg to that. What a save on Nichushkin by Hill. I'm trying to get a shot. I want to see more pucks on net, but I'm not getting any. We are so creative offensively. The Jets have really just broken down defensively. I feel like, you know, the AI computer opponent does not adjust well enough. We are on pro difficulty, I guess, too. Maybe we should just take a penalty. I mean, we're basically a minute away from the end of the second period of play, and the Jets have mustered 16 shots. We haven't hardly seen anything in this period. I think the shot total for this period is about 3. We're running out of time. This period is going to end like this. The Jets will not generate another shot. You may as well pull me for an extra attacker at this point. And that's it. End of the second period. Just been a really disappointing game so far. And it's been a disappointing game, not just because we're trailing, not just because I've given up 3 goals on 16 shots. We've mustered, as an offense, 29 shots on net through 2 periods of play. Why can't the Jets do the same thing through 3 periods of play? They will be lucky to hit 24, 23 shots by the end of this game. Hell, we may not even see 20 full shots by the end of this game. And this is the thing, man. EA's AI, just inconsistent, and just not putting on realistic numbers. That was a lucky save, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't need you to play this well now. I needed you guys to play this well from the very beginning. Why does the adjustment take so freaking long? I feel like our team adjusts really well, or the AI opponent doesn't adjust really well, so they get all their offense really quickly, and then they just stop shooting it. And it's like I can't get a lucky break. Oh, the Jets are going to go on a power play. We got a delayed call. Oh, where's the puck? Whoa! Whoa! I can't get a break. That's what it is. I cannot get a freaking break. Oh, possibly spent a little too much time being fascinated over this save where it got blocked. No, that's what it was. It went right back to Pionk. We push into it. What a save. But we were fascinated too much by that. Centering feed. Pionk tries again, and we get over. We try to get over, and what did this do? Did this hit D'Angelo again? It deflected, or Morrissey, I'm sorry, deflected off my defenseman, and then right off me and in. Goodness, the Jets don't even have to go on the power play now. They score also on a delayed call. Forget this game. Just this entire game, not just the game against the Jets, EA Sports NHL as a whole. Yep, coming out at the top of the crease kind of works. I don't care at this point now. You see, Arvidsson's hot to shoot the puck. We have taken a penalty again. But this time, the Jets are actually going to go on the power play. Josh Morrissey, the former Winnipeg Jet. Well, Morrissey is going to take a penalty against his old team. And now we're going to actually have to kill one of these things off. This is not so much about killing this penalty off to help the team. We're down 3 goals. I don't care. I could care less about that stuff. But this is about killing this off just to keep my save percentage from being even worse. All right, here we go. Get ready. I'm going to try my best to draw the Jets into some shots. I was going to play it, but the whistle's fine enough, I guess. It's going to be a real test on multiple levels. This is going to be a mental test, a physical test, a test of my own natural abilities. Ooh. Okay, I would have, and we taken delay of game. I would have preferred the shot there, and I probably should have come out and played that in hindsight. I'm going to go ahead and warn you right now, if the Jets score on this, 5-on-3, I'm probably going to rage quit because it's going to be deserved. I'm just preparing anyone and everyone that's watching. Yep. Oh, yep, there it is. I'm done. Oh, like the skill tree is even going to help me. Anything I would upgrade, I don't even have enough trait points, so we're going to skip out on this. I'm about to have my brain taken out of my head for good because of this series. I'm just gonna have my entire brain taken right out of my head. I think it would actually do me a lot of good. It could be a positive thing to have that operation done. It would help with this series for sure, so I don't have to overthink it. All right, so I have turned up the AI shooting power on all their shots. I want to see if that maybe makes the AI shoot more. That was an interesting feed. I've also turned aggression to the minimum. Oh, that's right. Sebastian Aho is on Philly. There he is, number 20. His return to Carolina right here. And a rebound. Kicked away. DeBrusk has it. Jake DeBrusk also joining the Flyers. Trying to get the charging cable out. And look who has possession. Sebastian Aho pulls up the wing to find Perfetti. Or Tippett, I'm sorry. Why did I say Perfetti? Perfetti's Winnipeg. Tippett scores. God, what a brilliant start to this. I'm still... Obviously, my brain is still lingering on that Winnipeg game. When I tell you... and Aho, of course, scores in his return to Carolina. Of course he does. It's me and net. I mean... You weren't expecting that wouldn't happen, were you? I'm telling you, when I say I'm so ready to get to season 4, I am so ready to get to season 4. This could be a freaking rage quitter right here. It's the problem with my defense. They don't allow me to just see some simple shots. I'm turning off the shot angles thing. I don't think it's helping. I don't think it matters. I've turned the coverage grid back on because we did play some good games with coverage grid on. Not that it's going to make the AI shoot more. Yeah, one of the biggest things that just plagues this series, the AI opponent not shooting the puck enough. It's just a constant problem throughout this entire series, and there's no... it feels like there has to be a slider change that can fix that, but it's not very apparent what exactly makes that change. What is the exact slider to adjust to get the opponent to shoot more? I mean, I played around with shot power. I don't know what it's going to do. I have found that in some experimentation, by playing really, really aggressive when the AI has offensive zone possession, they do shoot the puck a lot more. But it has to be like off the rush type of play, basically. Airmailed right to no one. So like White coming in, if I come way up here and I try to get that shot, and see, we block it. They pass it off, they shoot it, we still block it anyway. So Aho at center ice to take the draw. Doesn't win it. So Aho has a point in this game. We cannot keep him off the score sheet in that regard. But let's not let him score on me. That's the last thing that I want to see happen in this game. Oh, here we go. Okay. Why did DeBrusk pull up? I swear, the brains in the head of the AI. Oh, that was Sebastian shooting it, and we saved it. DeBrusk pulled back on a clear-cut breakaway. He had a breakaway, and he passed it off. You can see where my frustration stems from, can't you? I mean, I feel like anyone that is still watching this series at this point, you can understand where my frustration with this series comes from. I mean, look at this. Tippett can't just skate it in and shoot it. Why skate right into a defenseman? There's no logical sense in doing that. There is just a nest of problems with EA's game and their AI and their logic and their programming. Sorry, I'm not trying to rip on EA, but your game has been, it's been really stale for years now. It's just the honest truth. And Be a Pro has been really stale for a long time, and the AI hasn't really changed. And I don't care what kind of, I don't care what kind of improvements they claim they've made. I have yet to see it in the gameplay. I have yet to see it from the game. The AI defending in front of me, been a lot better. I mean, they are doing a decent job of covering off shot lanes and passing lanes. But it's also frustrating when you see the AI opponent offense being just as dumb as ever. I mean, just skating right into defensemen as well isn't helping. Finally, going to get out of the first period of play. Hold on, let's hold this post because you never know. And that will be it. First period done. We saw some shots, but I think it's less than 7. Well, as I usually am, I was right. It is less than 7. It's 6 shots from the Flyers. I don't know how. There is a potential recovery in this game, but we cannot have. Why are we stuck in that animation? We cannot have given up more than 2 goals, I think, in this game. That is about our limit in this game. I say 3 normally, but with the way the AI's played lately, I think 3. We can't give up more than 2. 3 is too much. And now up to Jake DeBrusk, who passed up a breakaway opportunity in the first period earlier in this game. Okay, rebound control. I'm sorry, I did not expect Larkin to get that. That's why I did a desperation save. Svechnikov, pad save, but rebound popped right out. Another one. Why didn't Hart cover that? What line is Tavares manning? I think this is the second line for the Hurricanes, so I think Tavares is our new second line center. Now, don't quote me on that. We may have to check that out in the view line screen in the main menu. I can't do that now. Some games in this series are slow burners, and this is a slow burn of a game we got going on right here. And again, Timmins just stout on that blue line. I simultaneously appreciate the good defense and also hate it at the same time. If I give up 2 goals in this game, it basically spells doom for my save percentage. I'm telling you, Carter Hart is not having to worry about making saves right now. That is not a problem in his world. All right, Tippett skating into a defenseman time. Yep. Oh, a shot. It's a miracle. It is a Philadelphia miracle. Oh, you guys are finding out how to skate it inside the blue line and pass it off just inside the blue line. We played these guys really well up in Philly. Almost had my first shutout of the career mode up there in Philly of quite a few games ago. I don't know how many episodes ago as of when this is edited down in the future. Has there been a penalty in this game? I don't think a single team's been to the power play in this game so far. Here we go. Tippett. Oh, what a break-in by Tippett. Passed off to Sebastian. Oh, that's one of those times where I needed the defense to bail me out because that was basically a 3-on-2 rush, if I am not mistaken. I did a desperation save because I'm telling you, that was threatening. I saw Sebastian Aho, and my eyes locked in on that one player, and he passed it off. Oh, my. Oh! No way did we make that save. Oh, my goodness. This is the greatest play, might be the greatest play of the whole series between NHL 23 and 22. Backhand save, Konechny shooting. What a save, stretching out the groin, rest in peace. Kicked it right back in the slot to Brandon Saad. We couldn't have kicked the rebound to a more prime area for a more prime player. He holds on to it for a brief second. Oh my days, what a save. Holy crap. We actually freaking stopped this from going in by using a desperation save. It actually works. It goes off the back of the battle, and then we bat it behind the net. Save of the year. I don't want to hear about it. This is save of the year. One of the all-time EA Sports NHL YouTube page. You need to feature this save on your channel. And that is the greatest freaking thumbnail. I'm telling you what. We just had save of the year. We just had the all-time greatest save. I don't even care about that penalty. All-time greatest save I've ever done playing goaltender. A wild desperation save to keep this game at 1-0. Kari Granlund, I don't even care. Take all the penalties in the world. I'm an intellectual genius. I'm telling you, taking those tips, those training in the summer with Dominic Hasek has paid off. I really hope this episode records, because if this episode does not record, oh, we got another one. If this doesn't record, I'm going to be really angry. Wow, did the puck go 1,000 miles an hour the other way? Everyone's sitting in their seats, strapped in, nice and tight, popcorn ready. Oh, that save was perfection. That save was so good. So good to me. I can't wait to upload this episode. I'm looking forward to actually putting this episode together and uploading it. Konechny, drag move not successful. We've killed a good chunk of this penalty. Got a little ways to go. Konechny the break in. The pass off to Horvat. Oh, who's going to end up with this? Timmins, good D. See, this is where I can now start to appreciate the good defensive play. My complaints have dipped a bit. The complaints have entirely dropped off, actually. Farabee, Konechny, oh, reading it like a picture book. So now the Flyers have taken a penalty. There was an icing on that play as well. But the Flyers have taken a penalty. Joel Farabee. And Joel Farabee with the holding on Josh Morrissey right as the Flyers power play expired. 0.9 remaining in the second period, so we will begin the third period of play on a full power play. We almost took a penalty on that faceoff. Did you see that on the right wing? And please tell me my desperation save. EA Sports, put my desperation save in here on the highlight. Oh, this game is 1-0 right now because of one man, and he's wearing number 80 on the back of his jersey. And the Hurricanes will begin this power play, an early period power play that transferred over from the second period. We could get this game tied, knotted at 1 right here. I'm going to go across ice just to make sure that we're careful with this. Meyer escapes a body check. Svechnikov feeds the one-timer, held out well by Carter Hart. Back to the point. Uh-oh, that's a very loose play. Backlund to clear, but D'Angelo gets them hops and keeps the puck from going the full length of the ice. A slap shot from that angle. Very bold. Meyer, Svechnikov shooting, rebound. It's loose. Larkin scores! Cleans up the garbage. And the shutout is no more for Carter Hart. Got this game knotted up real quick. The hard work in the corner from Meyer. You see it right there up close. Digs it out of the scrum. Fights him up. Pass over to Svechnikov. Larkin cleans up the rebound. That rebound to Dylan Larkin, juicier than the steak I ate for dinner last night. Very beautiful. We've got the game tied. I'm playing with confidence now. Uh-oh. We've taken a penalty, though. So we're going to go on the power play, or we're going to go on the penalty kill, rather, for the second time. And it's an early period one. Dylan Larkin, the man that just scored the goal. You score a goal on the power play, and then you instantly take a penalty right after that. I have a term for that. And it is from hero to zero, real fast. Power play breakout for the Flyers. It's successful. Find Sebastian Aho. Wow, we stopped him. All right. Oh, Couturier batted off of me. Aho scores. We gave it up. We were fighting to find the puck. It was a scramble. And he has scored in his return to Raleigh. Saved. We just had the angle cut down. In the corner, that's the tough part. The rebound. DeBrusk gets it right to Couturier, walks in. And I'm having a tough time with this because there are multiple threats. You know they're going to try to get this puck to Aho on the back door. They try to feed it there. D'Angelo, a decent stick, but it bounces off of me. Right to Aho, bats it off the net out of midair. And then I could not, this is the tough part about this. I, for some reason, could not cover that right there. As Aho gets to it and we push, what are we doing? Why are we pushing like this? The net is open and, well, in his return to Raleigh, Sebastian Aho in a Flyers jersey has scored right against me. Well, he was a good teammate here. We were lovely teammates together, me and Aho. I did not want to see that man score in this game. I really did not want to see it happen, and it has happened. And the Flyers have their second goal on 15 shots. That was a costly penalty taken by number 71, the man that possesses the puck right now. And we're going to try and draw another penalty right away. So both teams getting into very quick penalty trouble. This game was penalty-free for a very long time, and now it's just been a parade to the penalty box. And both teams can't seem to stay out of the naughty seat. Well, the first power play we had was very successful at scoring very quickly as well, and it got us tied. We need this one to do the same thing. Yeah, I should have known there would be a clear. I'm trying to get there, cut it off right there. Oh, flipped out by Ristolainen. I might be able to get here. Yo, don't get in my way. It's probably best that I don't play it this time. You guys have a go. That's why I don't let you guys have a go. Bo Horvat on the transition back in off the intercept. We make a save shorthanded for the Flyers. There we go. 2-on-1. 2-on-1. Go. Big blast right here to Nishushkin. And that's a save by Hart. It's loose. It's loose. And he's going to cover it. Scott Law in the clear behind him. Yeah, it is behind Morrissey, but I got it. I got it. Morrissey, I got it, bro. Chill. Farabee, only man in on that play was Joel Farabee. That's why they didn't get a shot away. He was curling back, waiting for teammates. Myers in, rebound, and Provorov has it covered off. Good help for Carter Hart. Yep, I knew DeBrusque was going to have to dump that in. And we're going to go to... Oh, that's my fault. I have so little awareness. I was trying to be cheeky and carry that around my net so I could just rim it back around the other way, and I completely lost track of the zone outside the trapezoid. Maybe I'm going to get my 900 save percentage now. All right, Couturier. Here we go. We begin again. Another kill. That was blocked by Morrissey. I'll kill it. I'll kill it. Don't worry. I got this. Oh, I don't. Maybe I don't got this. No, I do. I got it. Don't worry. They say your goalie is the best penalty killer. I'm proving why. Oh, no. Oh, here we go. He's out there. Sebastian Aho, Jake DeBrusque. Cover that. And please cover it this time. Actually cover it. Back behind the net. Bank pass. That was interesting. Glove save. Of course it. We had the save. We totally had the save. And the game has just completely wrecked me with this one. Oh, my God. No. That is 3 goals on 18 shots with 8:39. I have a crazy idea, and I'm probably a moron for doing this. The Flyers dump it in this time. Okay, that's another desperation save not needed. Taking deliberate penalties is a high-risk situation, but it has a high reward as well. But it could really backfire if they score on the power plays that would come off of that. I'm going to try and really get some shots here. Challenge, maybe. Oh, my God. Guess what? These guys are going to be relying on Nedeljkovic in the playoffs, which is probably for the best, the way that this series has gone for me lately. Oh, I'm actually supposed to go to the bench. Oh, a power play for the Hurricanes. Who cares? A dump in. Nope. Let me see this. Let me see this. Boom. Deliberate penalty. Now take your shots on net. The fans are booing. The fans ought to be booing with what they're seeing in this game. They ought to be booing. Have I just bought my ticket out of town? Maybe. I don't know. Nice save. Just when you thought you had a goal, you don't. Nice. Well, the Flyers might hit 25 shots on net. They might just hit 25 shots on net. It'll be just in time for my save percentage to still be ruined. Oh, that's... Screw this. This game keeps crashing. So I quit out of that Flyers game, and the game crashed again. It did it again. This is the second time it's done that in the last couple of recordings I've done. Remember, it did it in this Devils game up here, the 5-1 win. The 5-1 win. Now, I simmed it, and I got injured, so I'm a little bit nervous. Am I going to get injured if I sim? I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did. No point in playing a game I've already played. Plus, we have that epic save. We have that epic, awesome desperation save. I cannot not put that in as an episode. All right, so we're in the sim menu. Whoa, we scored instantly on Carter Hart, Dylan Larkin. So we're going to sim the first period. And it is 2-1 in favor of the Hurricanes. Farabee scores on me on the power play. Okay, on 11 shots, so not bad. Second period simulation. And it is another goal by Joel Farabee. He has my number tonight. 2 goals on 22 shots. And we're going to press play. All right, third period simulation. We're going to sim out the third period here and find out how things shake out. Oops, what did I just press on accident on my controller? Oh, we killed off a 5-on-3. And the Flyers have gotten up to 30. Please tell me I did not get injured in this game. We got 2 goals against on 32 shots. We have a lead. And we're going to win this game. How about that? And then there's me not getting injured, rocking a 939 save percentage. Did that ever go a lot better than the original performance did? So this one actually worked out in my benefit. I didn't get injured. 33 shots against and 31 saves. I'll take that.